My name is Stefano Piemontese. I'm an INTEGRIM Junior Research Fellow here at the Center for Policy Studies of the Central European University. And I'm also a PhD student at the Autonomous University in Barcelona. In 2014, I started ethnographic research with Romanian Roma youngsters living homeless in Madrid. At that time, they were between 13 and 15 years old. What I found interesting about their stories is that they experience a really high residential mobility at the urban level. Meaning that because of forced evictions and also because of the desire of their families to look and search for better housing, they have been moving short distances within the same district or within the same city. So their educational trajectories, which is what I was looking at, can be defined sort of intermittent and quite disruptive. Of course, they are city migrants, but they are also transnational migrants. So besides the urban mobility, they also have experience of international mobility, back and forward from Romania to Spain, from a rural village in southern Romania, quite poor, to the main city in Spain, which is Madrid. So moving from this picture, I was interested in exploring the impact of both urban and transnational mobility into the educational decision making, so the educational choices and educational attainment of these youngsters. And I think it's quite critical to study the youth phase and the relation of youngsters with education, because it is quite representative of the how inequalities in societies are reproduced, and also of how the chances for social transformation in societies are made available. During the last 10 years, they have been living probably in 10 different locations. So it is normal for many people to change place, to change residence, and also to change school. We all did this. But when this happens continuously every year, it is also disruptive for school trajectories. I started this game of recording videos, but suddenly the protagonists of these videos became also themselves authors of the videos and video maker. I have been trying to explore during this experience collaborative or participatory methods. On the one hand, because when you work with young people, the problem of the age divide is that you start from different power situation, a different power relation, meaning that through participatory or collaborative research, we always try to renegotiate these different power relations, no? Trying to make the subject of the research protagonist of the research. If I have to think about the results of my research, I would say that the youngsters I have been working with are sort of trapped in the contradictions of a system that, on the one hand, throw them literally on the street every year because of forced evictions, while at the same time is asking their parents and also these youngsters to be good citizens, good students, and to be committed to school. This is quite problematic if we look at how policies, educational policies, interrelate with local governance and with the experience of poor people who cannot afford quality housing or cannot afford a stable place of residence. For many young people growing up in poor neighborhoods or in poor community, progressing through education is a pathway to become somebody in life and also to escape the forces of social reproduction. So for many young people have been working with, education represent potentially this escape from a condition that of poverty. At the same time, while poverty means difficulties and constraint to access stable housing, and residential instability trigger interrupted educational trajectories. All these stories narrate sort of how all these inequalities are reproduced from generation to generation.